All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Real Brothers for the Real World. I'm TL, and that's my man Stace.
What's up,
Welcome to
y'all?
our digital neighborhood, and we got a lot of topics, good topics on tap for y'all tonight. And Stace, matter of fact, why
All
don't
right,
you tell us what we working with?
all right, y'all. Welcome to the Real Brothers Live, our weekly podcast. Slightly over 1 year, never missing a beat. We're gonna put the link out there. If it's not out there already, we hope that you will click on the link and join us on the air. My man Max still said he might join us. Terry, you said you had a couple folk that may join us. Hopefully they will because we really enjoy the conversation. Hey, nice. How you doing? Hopefully, nice. When we put the topics out there, actually, we got a good one. Maybe you'll join us. All right, here go the topics, Night. Why aren't there more Why aren't there more black mass shooters? Second topic: who's better at lying, women or men? Then we have Planet Nine, and finally, bringing up the rear, we have following orders versus following your conscience, and I think that can go a lot of different directions. All right, Nike.
Mhm.
Before we jump into these topics, though, well, first of all, how you feel today, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm
Feeling
good.
good,
I'm
man.
good. Yeah.
Is it burning up down there too?
Yeah, man. It is friggin' hot.
Yo, yeah,
It
extremely
was in the
hot.
90s up this joint today,
Yeah,
man. I was like,
same
man,
here. Same
my
here, man.
dog didn't even want to go out. He was like, come
He
on,
like,
man.
yeah, you do that. He like, no, you go
he
out there.
like, he like, you go out there in that bullshit. It's hot.
Yo, it's extremely hot, man. But all right, so Nike, before we get into these topics, man, do you have any randoms?
I don't have a random tonight. You do you?
You know what? It's not a random, and I don't know where it's gonna go, but just something that I realized. What's
Hmm.
wrong with me when I'm sitting here watching, if I'm watching the news or something and somebody's on the Zoom, why do I find myself paying more attention to the background? Because I feel like I'm waiting for something to walk by. I'm looking for a roach. I mean, I know
That's
that
because you
might be.
used to have how you used to do
Oh,
it. Remember, it used to be who was that? Who was that? Save.
say, oh, in the background. Oh no, I thought you guys I had roaches in the crib in the background. I lived in North Philly. I didn't have no roaches, night.
No, I ain't say that. No, I'm talking about remember
I
how Save
remember
used to be like
in the background,
used to
yeah.
peeking in the background.
Yo, man, but it's like I'm just waiting for somebody to be on that little Zoom call and see a little mouse or something walking up the wall, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that's just me being silly.
Nice said
Right.
it's hot in Georgia too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's in Georgia.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, that
Yeah.
global warming shit ain't no joke, man.
Well,
It's
but you know
finna
what
get
though?
real hot.
Well, actually, I think it's about to drop. Temperature's supposed to go back down to normal, like starting tomorrow, like 78, somewhere around there. So.
Right.
But I don't think there's anybody that can deny the fact now that there is something going on with the atmosphere.
It
Now what the
is.
cause of it, we can
It's
discuss,
not
but
what we think. Cause I have done I've
uh-oh,
done a little it's not
uh-oh.
what we think. I've done a little research on that too. So we're
So it's
gonna be
not.
talking about some
We
of
can
that
get.
stuff tonight. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
All right, nice. Okay, you got to get on and join us. We like to get your feedback. We put the link out there. The link is out there, right? Right.
Yeah, I'll put the link on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So where you want to go, man? Where you want to go first, Night?
You know where I'm going first.
All right.
That's gonna take up the meat of the show, I believe.
What, Planet
So let's
Nine?
go or actually it's Planet 10. It's you can
No.
Planet 9, Planet 10, Nibiru X. It's all talking about the same shit.
Okay. All right. So enlighten us. Do you guys recycle? Yeah, we do. We recycle. Do you recycle, Night? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
in North
recycle.
Carolina. Yeah, they recycle. Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We
we
do, Night.
recycle. Yeah.
She's about to report
But it
us.
don't make it don't matter.
It helps. It
Nah,
helps. Keeps
it
it.
don't. It don't.
All right. I think we're gonna touch on
We
that. All
too
right,
far
Night.
we too far gone with it already. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
don't think it's reversible?
Nah,
You don't think
nah.
it's reversible? Well, maybe not reversible, but every little bit helps, though. I don't think you could make. I don't think you could should do anything to make it any worse, though. So
Hmm.
like you said, recycle. I think it helps. I think it helps.
Right.
All right, Nike. So Planet Nine or the other
Planet
names they go
X.
by. Planet X.
I got
First enlighten us. What are we talking about? Planet X.
well, NASA has recently released information that we our solar system is actually a dual solar system, right?
Mhm.
So we have the planets, that you were taught about in school. You know what I mean?
We our
Yo, I'm hearing feedback.
No, I got you. I got you.
Oh, okay. So there's the solar system that we were taught in school. Pluto, Mercury, Saturn, blah blah blah.
Nah,
But
right.
they've also discovered that we have a dual solar system, and it rotates differently than our current solar system. And this is what Planet X is all about, right?
Okay.
So Planet X is actually rotate. You know how the Earth rotates around the sun.
Right.
Well, Planet X has what's called uh, a red dwarf star, right?
Okay.
Which is not as bright as the
Uh,
sun,
okay.
but it is rotating around that.
Mm.
And it comes in our cycle every 36,000 years,
Mhm.
right? So we're about, maybe they want to say it from like 500 to 1,000 years uh, before Nibiru comes into, or Planet X comes into our orbit.
All right. So no, wait a minute.
And
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now.
and this is the reason. This is the reason why the climate change is going on right now. It has nothing to do with the carbon emissions and all of that, how much gas you burn and all that bullshit. The pull from that other sun, that dwarf star,
The
or that dwarf,
gravitational pull.
the gravitational pull is what's causing a ripple effect, and those ripples generate heat.
Mm. Okay.
And that's why we're starting to get warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer
Okay.
until eventually, it's going to be too hot for humans.
So wait a minute. So you don't think that the emissions and fossil fuel burning of fossil fuels are creating a greenhouse gas effect that's warming the planet?
No.
You don't subscribe to that at all?
Um no.
I mean,
No.
now, of course, most now. I looked at some information about Planet X, and right now they're saying that um, they believe that it's something more out there, but of course, no one has seen it, and it can't be proven. No
It
one
can be.
has seen it.
They have. I don't know how
Well,
old that document you was
no,
reading.
it was recent.
But
It was recent. It
no,
was
no.
from
I have it
2022.
right here. I have it right
They were
here.
saying that they calculate that it's something going on because they haven't seen it.
Right. They can't see it, but they
Right.
know it's there
They
because,
know it's
like I
something there.
said, because of the gravitational pull,
Right.
and also the infrared
And that
satellites that
planet
they use to, huh?
and that planet is further out than the last planet, Pluto, the other dwarf planet, Pluto.
Oh yeah, it's far out there. It's far out there. That's why it's going to take about another 500 to 1,000 years for it to come into our orbital
Well,
space.
see now, I get again. I guess I go back to I tend to think that the issue that we're having now with global warming
Hmm.
is primarily of the making of human existence. Like they say, burning of fossil fuels and things like that. I don't understand how gravity. Okay, I understand that gravity have different effects on the Earth, like when the moon and all that other kind of stuff.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know where to go with that one. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm gonna send you this video of this guy. He explains it a lot better than I can.
Wait a minute, but
about-
why did we bring that up though, Nike? Why did we say we were going to discuss Planet X anyway? Do you remember?
we was
It
talking
wasn't
about
that.
we was talking about something last
Oh, I
week.
remember.
What?
You were saying that it's some they have beings, Neptunians, that are here living amongst us.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that it?
No, so not Neptunians. We have the Anunnaki,
That are
which mean
from Planet X.
right, Anunnaki, which means uh, beings from above that came here to Earth. That's what that word basically means, Anunnaki.
Okay, that's right. We were talking about right. We were talking about something with the space program or something, and then that came up. Okay.
Right,
All
right.
right. All right. Nice. Come on and click on and join us.
See, the thing is, all of these, all of this stuff that we're talking like NASA, we discovered this. Well, this dude right here,
Mhm,
Zachariah Sitchin,
mhm,
he said that back in the 70s.
mhm.
He,
What
his,
that all
his
these
whole
things were gonna happen?
no, he see what this is called? The 12th planet.
Okay.
He documented all of this stuff from the cuneiform tablets.
Mm.
They're called the uh damn, what is it called? The
All right. Nice. I think my eyes starting to glaze over, man. I think you
but
lost me, man.
anyway, these ancient tablets that are
Right.
like thousands of years old,
Right.
it was those tablets were decoded. There's 7 tablets. Matter of fact, this is they called the Enuma. You can look it up.
Mhm.
The Enuma Elish,
Okay. Okay.
and these are ancient tablets that were here before the Bible and all of that, before these religions and all, thousands of years ago, right?
Okay. Okay.
And a lot of the stories that you see in the Bible were taken from these tablets.
Okay.
Like it talks about the flood. It talks about creation. It talks about the flood. It talks about where we come from, how we got here. All that shit is in these tablets.
Mm.
But see, people, I don't know if it's the government or it's the Vatican or, they don't want people to know this information. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
Because think about it.
why
If
not though? Why
everybody,
wouldn't they? Why? What would be the reason for them not wanting to know that? That's what
but
my man Max still asked on
yeah,
the group chat the other day. We were
right.
talking about something being hidden, and his question was, what incentive would they have? Why would they want to have that hidden?
One thing is money, right?
Right. So I mean,
Think about if the Catholic Church were to release all the information that they have stored at the Vatican archives, right? They have even more documents than they have even more tablets and documents and ancient scribes and scrolls and all that stuff than is actually out here.
I mean,
So
but
if that wait. So if that information was released, then it brings religion into doubt for some people.
I
Right?
mean, but people are ingenious. People are ingenious, and people will find ways to make money off of anything, right?
See, that's the
So
problem.
again,
People think they're genius, but they're not.
no, people. I think that people are ingenious. People have vivid imaginations, and they'll find ways to hustle different things. So I don't know, if religion came into question, whatever the next thing that came out, people are going to find ways to make money with it. So again, I just don't understand why. What incentive would they have to want to hide that from the masses? I mean, I don't. You know what I mean?
They have a lot of incentive. All right, I'll give you one good one. I'll give you one good one. Our U.S. government, right?
Right.
Remember Roswell,
Yes.
right?
Right.
They have actual evidence that's all over the internet now. All you see is actual footage of UFOs, all the stuff, right? Some of these UFOs that we see or that they see, they're not even UFOs. They were built by our government, Lockheed Martin. Look this up, and don't take.
I know,
Never take my word for it.
but okay. Well, with that
Look
being
up
said, though,
Lockheed
no,
Martin, Skunk Works.
I understand, but Knight, but this is the question, though. I mean, again, what incentive? Why would they want to? I mean, why the need to manipulate everybody with that kind of information? And I'm not saying that they
It's
don't
all about
manipulate
power.
with other
It's all
things.
about power. So they don't want
So how
that
does that give
information.
them
They
power
don't
then?
want that information getting out, right?
Why not?
Because if that information, they want to control that information so they have the best military, which they have, so they can have the best economy, which they have. All of that stuff
So you
is
think that
related,
if it came out
right?
that we have a spacecraft, then okay, so you're saying that then other countries would want to get involved so they can find out how the spacecraft was made and all that other kind of stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
it makes sense. Now, can I say that I think that that's the case? I'm not there yet, but I mean, I can understand why you would
All
want
you
to
have
if
to
that's the
do is
case.
it like we're in an informational age, right?
Absolutely.
Anything that you want to find like real data on,
Right.
peer reviewed data, you can find it. It's all out here.
You
You know
just
what I
have to
mean?
be mindful of your sources because like you said, you hear this big buzzword now, fake information and fake news. It's a whole lot of that out there also. I mean,
Right.
that
But if
led
you're
to the
getting your
news.
if you're getting your information from NASA, if you're getting your information from the government, if you're getting your information from credible sources, I mean, there is no fake information.
Well, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
again, right. Let's see, but again, I think that can be the challenge though, because as you just said though,
They are slowly
institutions,
releasing information.
and I believe that. I do believe some of that stuff, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know how far until I see some of that information from, like you said, more than one source stating that
Look,
this
look.
is what we have.
If you're
That
really
will make a difference.
interested, pick this up. The Zachariah Sitchin, the 12th planet.
Mm.
It explains the the Enuma Elish tablets that are thousands of years old.
All right, check it
Then you
out.
have
All right, Nike, you ready to
then
move
you
on,
wait,
man?
wait. No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Then you have this, which is the Emerald tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can see it.
Ancient. All that.
Okay, it's out there. It's out there. That
Data
might be
is
one of the
just
book club things,
data is just the things that happen is just a cycle.
Right.
Everything that happens is a cycle.
All right, y'all got it. Check them out. That might be one of the books from the book club, ladies. Who knows? The book club that's coming up. All right, Nike, you ready to move to the next topic, man?
Yeah, that's what we got.
All right, we got. Why aren't there more black mass shooters? Who's better at lying, women or men? And following orders versus following your conscience. All right, you want to go with the black mass shooters?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. And this is not to say that there aren't any. I have to be honest with you. The only one that I can think of now that did something to this effect was the DC sniper. Remember that?
Right.
He was in his
Him
trunk
and
with the
his
young
son.
boy. Right.
Him and his son.
I don't think that was his son though. Laid in DC killing people. Other than that, I don't remember too many other black mass shooters, and they got me wondering why is that?
The New York subway shooter was another one.
Now, was he was a black guy?
Yeah.
He didn't kill anybody though, did he? No one died. I mean, they got shot.
He shot up the sub. It
Right.
wasn't like he wasn't trying to kill everybody.
True. I think he was trying to just glaze everybody. But but why is that, Nike? Why aren't there more? And don't listen to this though, Nike. If anybody has the reason and the excuse to be so angry that they want to go out there and kill others, it will be black folk, because we've been kicked and stomped on and set back and discriminated against, and cops and all that other kind of stuff since millennium. But what is your opinion on that? Why don't you think that pushes us to the point where we're ready to just go out there and, shoot everybody else up? Well, why don't you think we get to that point?
It's not in us.
What do you mean, Nike?
It's not in us. We've been trained to kill ourselves. You know what I mean? We won't go like these young guys that's out here, like down my old neighborhood.
Right.
They'll kill each other quick, like boom, like quick, bang, 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 bang.
Right.
But they're not gonna go into a white neighborhood and kill nobody.
But Nike,
And
okay,
that's
but
the same thing. Like with the gentrification, right?
mm-hmm.
They'll kill each other up in the neighborhood, and then
Right.
white folks start moving in. They safe as they safe as a
Right.
baby.
But
I
let
mean?
me okay, but let me throw this into the mix also. And this is unfortunate because we need to stop all that violence in our community. Full stop.
We do.
But
But we've
but
been
Nike,
brainwashed to do it.
but listen to this though. But the violence that happens in the hood normally is not random. Normally it's they shooting after somebody over something stupid. Normally is it might be drug related. It might be as a result of an argument. Normally it's not a mass shooting that I'm talking about, Nike, is somebody just going out there shooting up a bunch of strangers.
Right.
That doesn't
And what that
we're not
is,
doing that.
what the reason they do that out of fear, and they're also brainwashed. Right? This guy's 19 years old that just
Right.
shot up that market in
Right.
Buffalo,
New York.
right?
Right.
19 Ain't no 19-year-old got enough problems to make him go shoot a bunch of folks. Somebody told him to do that. Somebody brainwashed him to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Same
that's
way
what he
they
said.
brainwashed to kill us, we're brainwashed to kill us. You get what I'm saying? So the people with the mass shooting, that's fear and cowardice behavior.
True.
Right?
True. Agreed.
That's all it is. How you gonna go to a supermarket and kill up a bunch of old people that's just out shopping, ain't bothering nobody?
But Nike,
You know
but that dude, like you said, he on social media, and I agree, fear
He had a
and
manifesto.
cowardice and everything. Right. That's what I'm saying. So fear, cowardice, everything that you just said, I agree with it. And then something snapped in him that told him to go and shoot up a bunch of innocent people. Why don't we snap though? Why don't you see more black
snap? We absolutely snap.
and go
we
out and
snap
shoot
every
up
day.
random
We
people?
snap every day.
But we don't
snap.
go out and shoot random people though, Nike. You don't see that though.
We snap every day, Stace. We do shoot random people. When these young guys is out shooting, a lot of times they don't even shoot who they listen. A lot of times these guys don't even shoot who they aiming to shoot at. They're shooting, they killing babies, they killing women, they're killing.
But normally, Nike, it's still as a result of a reason, stupid reasons. Let's say that. Stupid reasons, but it's still they had an argument with somebody on Facebook. Somebody, owed them money. It's not.
Right.
When was the last? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you heard of a black guy hopping in his car, driving 50 miles to a place that he has no connection, going to a place and just start shooting? That's what I'm talking about.
It won't have that. That's what I'm saying. We have been brainwashed
To keep it at home.
There's no like you said, it's stupid reasons, right?
Right.
There is no reason on earth other than somebody killing somebody in your family or somebody, or you protecting yourself. There is no reason to shoot another black person. There's no reason for a black man to shoot another black man or a woman or child.
Right.
We have been brainwashed to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
So in other words, you're saying, I do. So you're saying
it's self-hatred is what
self-hate. Right. Keep it home. We've been brainwashed to be violent.
We've been brainwashed.
We keep it home.
We're gonna shoot. You can shoot all
keep it home.
Here's all the guns you want. Here's all the bullets you want. Long as you shoot your own people, you good.
Wow.
You
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah.
And on the other side, white people have been brainwashed to
that it's
fear
okay, right?
To fear black people, Mexicans, other races,
other
because they're under the impression, which is true by the way, that they will be replaced. Which they will be replaced.
Naturally.
But it's going to be like an evolution.
Right, correct.
They will eventually be replaced because they have weak genes.
Right. But the argument they're having right now, the fear that they're having right now is that when they're talking about you will not replace us, they've been told that there's a cabal or a group of people out there that is actively trying to make that happen. I agree with you. I think that the browning of the world is going to happen naturally, But there's not a
It
group of
is.
people out there saying, let's go do what we can to replace white folk. That I don't see that happen.
No,
It's
there's
gonna happen
nobody doing
naturally.
that, but they
Yeah,
know that that's coming because
right.
anytime, anytime a black person, a
Mix it with
Mexican
anyone
person
else. Right,
mates with a white person,
right,
they make whatever they
right.
going to make
Kids
another
brown.
Mexican or they're going to
Right.
make another
Yeah,
black person.
right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
DNA is different, or their DNA
It's it's
is
it's not
is
dominant.
it's malleable. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
It can be, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
it can be turned into something else.
Right, right.
And
Yeah,
that's what they fear. That's what the fear is. But they've been brainwashed.
right.
This,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I said, there's no 19-year-old person that I know that's going to say, you know what? Damn,
Mortgages due and
I'm feeling kind of, I'm feeling myself today. Let me go shoot
right.
some black
Yeah,
folks.
yeah,
It
yeah,
don't work
yeah,
that way.
yeah. No,
It's
no. He
brainwash.
said
It's
that,
all
like he said,
brainwashing,
and you said he had a manifesto. He said
right?
that he mentioned some of the other mass shooters, and he also
Right.
talked about the replacement theory, which is being spouted in Fox News and all that other kind of nonsense. Tucker Carlson. So you're right, that's a part of the brainwash. And yo, I
Yep.
saw a stat today, Nike, talking about how 80% of the people, black folk, don't see any change at all in race relations. As a matter of fact, they think it's gonna, they expect to become a victim of, police brutality or something like that. So, like I said,
Because
so if
that's true.
anything,
I told you.
if,
You
if
always tell
anyone
me
has,
about that, huh?
if anyone has the reason to
It's
go out,
us.
and it would be us, right? If anyone would have the reason.
But
Now,
we
but
first we not built like that, right? We 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 do more forget because it's been forgiveness has been
right,
instilled in us
right,
over years and since
right.
slavery.
I mean,
And
but I just think that's who we
forgiveness
are, though.
and right. But what I'm saying is, if anybody has the reason to be like that, it would
Yeah,
be us. But we
it'd be
not
us, right,
like that.
right,
You know what I mean?
right, right. At least
Like I
not
said,
against the innocent.
we're programmed to go and shoot our brother. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? We
right,
take our frustrations out on each other,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So that is where we are. And as far as you said that people think that, you know how you always tell me you happy with incremental steps and breadcrumbs and all like that.
well,
That's why
right.
that right there is why I say I'm not happy with breadcrumbs, because if I live here in the United States,
Mhm,
right,
mhm.
according to the laws of this country, I'm supposed to have the
True.
same rights, the same everything as any white man out here.
Right. True.
But
Absolutely.
we all know that's
Mhm.
it's not like that. We
Right.
all
Now,
know for a fact that it's
right.
not
Correct.
like that.
Correct. Now, let
Okay?
me
And
correct
it
one thing
hasn't
that
been
you
like
said.
that for years.
I just want to correct one thing. I don't
Since
say that I'm happy with it. I say that I understand it. I understand that
I don't understand it.
increment of change, and change takes time. That so would I want it to happen quicker?
Yes.
Yes. But I get it.
400 and something years is way too long to wait for
Mm,
anything.
right.
You know what I'm
Right. I
saying?
mean, I get that.
So we should be the ones out here
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Of course
uh,
not. Right. 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 I
get all
understand.
stupid.
But right, if
But we
anyone
should be
is
the
going to
ones
be
out
doing it,
here
right.
going out
Right.
with a
Angry.
gun,
Uh.
killing everything in sight.
Right.
Right,
Right. Snap it. Snap it.
right,
Right. If
right.
anyone was snap, now listen to this though. I also wonder, like, if it has something to do with the fact that we're used to struggle. We're used to being down,
Right.
and we're used to the fight. We're used to losing the jobs and the mortgage and
But
things
we
piling up.
shouldn't be. We
No,
should
no, no.
not be.
No. But my point is that we're used to that fight, so that doesn't push us over the top
Right.
because we're
You know
battle
why?
tested. We're battle
we
tested.
you know what? Because we never had shit.
Right? Is it right? That's my
We have
point.
never
Right.
had
Right.
this
Right.
country.
That's right.
This country was built on the backs of black people,
Mm,
but we have never had the advantage of
mhm,
having a system that was having a system that was
Fair.
geared towards our success.
Right. Right.
This system is geared towards our failure.
Right.
This system is geared to put us in jail.
Mm.
This system is geared for we're actually slaves. We're actually slaves. We're actually free slaves still undergoing slavery. If you think about it, if you get up and go to work every day, you're a slave, and that's not your company. You're a slave to that system.
No,
Because
it's not a slave.
Wait,
No.
listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay. I disagree with that, but go ahead.
Okay. You have to get up. You have to go and work your 40, 60 hours for some other white man, right?
Not always, but I got you. I know. But this is why I disagree with it though, Nike. Because you go to work tomorrow, right? You work tomorrow, right?
Right.
You don't have
no
to.
whiter than where I work.
Listen to this though. You don't have to. They won't pay you, but you don't have to.
That's why.
So my point. But listen to this though. No. Listen to this though. No, slavery is not an option. They didn't tell you in slavery that you don't have to do it, but you should. Working and employment is what you should do because we want to have a lifestyle. You don't have to get up and go to work. They just won't pay you.
That's
the
what
difference.
Listen. What you just said proves my point, right?
What you mean?
You said you have to if you want things.
If you want to get paid, you got to go work.
If you want things
paid, but if you want to live, if you want to eat, that way. Okay, let me correct.
You have to go to work.
Let me
That's
correct.
That's how they got us. That's how they got us.
Let me correct that. Let me correct that. If you want to eat and have the ability to purchase your own food and pay for a roof over your head, you have to go to work. All right. So now, what do you want? How do you want to respond to that? It's not slavery.
When you get, it is slavery. It absolutely is.
Especially, it's a choice.
Especially when you're making minimum wage. If you're making a minimum wage job, or if you're making a low-paying job that's not keeping up with inflation, if you don't call that slavery, I don't know what is. Because
it's still a choice. It's still a choice. Right. No, is anyone forced to go to work? Right. So then by definition, it's not slavery then, right? Because you don't have to go to work. You don't have to get up tomorrow and go to work.
How can you survive without going to work?
Exactly. How can you eat without going to work? Exactly.
Right. And it's not a choice. It's not a choice. So you don't have you have a choice not to eat.
Slavery. Okay, but listen to this though. Slavery is not a choice, right? Slavery, they didn't have a choice.
And what we're in right now is not a choice, Stace. Yeah, I work for one of the whitest companies in the country.
I understand what you're saying.
I don't work there because I want to. I don't work there because I like it. I work there
I disagree
so I can eat. I work there so I can have a house. I work there so I can take care of my kids. I work there. That's the way they have the system set up.
Well, yeah, but I don't look at that as slavery though. I look at that as me. Listen, let me say this. And I'm gonna listen. I look at it as if this is me making a choice that I have that I want to live a certain way. So therefore, I have to go to work I have to go get it. I don't view that as slavery.
You have to go to work. You have to go get it.
I have to earn money. Correct.
You hear what you just said?
Yes,
I have to earn money.
Correct. Right. To live the way that I want to live.
You have to
live the way I want to live.
That's slavery. That's still slavery.
To live the way that I want to live. Okay, okay, you know what? Let me ask you this then. So if we stop working and decided that we're going to live off the land and just live in a shelter,
you could do that. No,
you can do that.
If you wanted to live in a commune or something like that, you could grow your. I got a garden out in my yard right now.
Correct.
If you wanted to live off the land, if you wanted to build your own house, you can do that. You don't have to be a part of the system. They make you be a part of the system.
No, they don't. You're making that choice because you don't want to live in a commune. You don't want to live in a commune, right?
I'm making that choice because I have no choice, Stace.
You're making a choice because you have
no choice.
Right. There is
no choice.
Like, there's something wrong with that statement. It's like an oxymoron or something.
No.
Like, there's a choice. You're choosing to do that.
All right, you tell me what the choice is.
The choice is, like you just said, to grow your own food and cut yourself from the grid and grow your own cows or whatever.
If you're not doing that, what are you doing? you're part of the slave system.
Right, but again, so you choose
Right, that's
choose to
That's
work
just what I
because you have
said.
a different lifestyle. Well, then it's not slavery; it's a choice. It's still
not,
a choice, right?
It's not a choice. It's not a choice. If I want to, no, it's not a choice.
I disagree with you, Nike. All right. You
Wait.
ready to move on? Oh,
Let me before you get to the next topic.
Okay.
All right. Let's say the man that I work for, right? Do you think he comes to work every day and is worried about punching the clock or worried about doing whatever?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Why isn't he? Why isn't he?
Because
Why
he
isn't
don't have to.
So what is he
I
doing?
work for him. He don't have to work because I work for him.
Well, he doesn't have to do anything, Nike. So you
He
think?
don't have to do shit.
No, Nike. Listen. So I have a question for you. No, let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question. So you think that heads of companies don't do anything? They don't work at all?
Not really, no.
When you say not really, so you mean they work a little bit?
Wait,
you change your response. You said first you said he doesn't do anything. He doesn't go to work because you work for him. So you saying that he does a little bit.
Oh, he'll
right?
come through every now and then to check on, make sure everything's running smooth.
And
or
answer
check
emails,
on,
right? Answer emails.
Yeah, but he ain't work. That's not work.
Nike, that is work. Nike.
People that the head of corporations and investors and
wow.
they don't work. They
Nike,
get paid off of my back.
Nike, it's a different type of work. They use brain power. Nike, they make decisions.
What the fuck you think I'm using?
No, I'm not saying you don't.
Power.
Nike, listen,
Nike,
no. What I'm saying though, Nike, is they're decision makers. They're up there saying, okay, are we gonna open up another company? Are we gonna divest in this and go in another direction? They're the ones making the determination. Listen, let me finish my statement. They're the ones making the determination, the direction of a company. That's work.
Right. Okay.
That's work.
On a plantation, the slave master, he says, oh, okay, do you think I should buy a couple plots of land over here and move a couple slave houses over there? That's the same type of decision making that corporations are doing.
I think that analogy was kind of jacked up, but I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Wait.
But I think that analogy was jacked up because when
How was the analogy jacked up?
Because when you talk about with the slave master,
slave master, he makes sure that his slaves have something to eat. He makes sure that he's getting a certain amount of production from his slaves.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
That's the same how corporations do it.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Okay, let me ask you this then. So you just said that the slave masters make sure the slave gets something to eat, right? The slaves pay the slave master pay the bills for the whole organization, right? Right. What happens if he stops then?
What?
What happens if he stopped feeding the slaves? The whole thing stops.
If he stops feeding the slaves,
the whole thing stops.
Then they won't produce and he won't make money.
So then the whole company goes away.
Just like
so the company goes away, though,
corporate
right?
people, huh?
So the company goes away. If he doesn't,
that's exactly
so
right.
he's working.
And that's
so
what
he's
I'm
working.
saying.
So he's working.
He's not working.
You just said if he stopped,
do you understand it's still a slave? Do you understand that that's still a slave system? He's working, yeah. He's working, but he's still working to make sure his slaves work to make him money. That's how that works.
Hold up.
And the court, wait. The corporate system is the exact same way. The corporate system says the CEO, he'll say, okay, well, the kind of decisions he is making, he'll say, well, we'll open up another building over here, and we'll get some more people to work over here, and that'll increase our production. That's the same exact slave system that has always been. They just call it something different.
But my point is that it's still work. It's still work. It's a different type of work. And that role is a different type of work because if that let's put the slave master to the side. Let's put the slave master thing to the side. When you talk about the head of corporations, the fact still remains that if those people don't make the decisions and don't if Bill Gates doesn't do anything else for that company, it's a possible. Well, I mean, it's a public company now, but there's a possibility if those people don't do anything, the company still goes away, though, Nike. Right. That's my point. It's still work. That's all that I'm saying. It's still work.
It's still slavery. Work.
Well, I disagree.
If you're working for somebody else, you're a slave.
I disagree with that. I don't view myself that way. Yeah, I disagree with that. All right, you ready to move on, man? All right.
Wait, how do you disagree with that? I don't
because
understand. Like I just gave you the whole analogy from the plantation master is the same. Do you understand that the plantation master is the same as the corporate CEO?
No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that because again, like I said, I choose to go into work now to work a 9 to 5 to get something at the end of the week. Listen, let me finish. Let me finish. This is where we disagree. I choose to go into work because I don't have to, as we've established. I choose to go in to get something at the end of the week. Night, you got to let me finish. I choose to go in because I have a car payment. I have a roof over my head. I do things with my family. So therefore, it's a choice. It's a choice.
It's not a choice.
It's a different.
You can't say I'm not working tomorrow. You can't say, you know what?
Yes, you can.
I'm done working. No, you
yes,
can't.
you can. Yes, you can.
How can you?
And then you have to go live in a commune. And then you have to go live in a commune and live off the land, like we said. So it's a choice. We choose this because we want to maintain the lifestyle that we have. We choose this. You could give up your house right now and go live in a commune and grow your own fruit.
That's not a choice, though.
It is a choice, Nike. Yes, it is. It is a choice, Nike. You choose because you like the lifestyle that you have. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to have a house. You don't have to eat the things that you do. You can live off the land and eat what you grow. It's a choice.
You could, but how many people can do that?
Different conversation. It's still a choice. It's a different conversation. No, Nike. No. Now you're changing the conversation.
No, I'm not. Same system.
You're saying
let me finish.
Okay.
Our capitalist system is set up to make you have to work. We're on a hamster wheel every day doing the same thing.
It makes
work.
Okay, now let me tell you.
Work. Take a day off.
Now let me say this: our capitalist society has us, or as I don't even want to say force. It sets it up for us to go to work to make money to live a certain lifestyle.
Do you make money
No. It's not a requirement because, as we just established, a person can choose to live a different lifestyle and totally live off the grid. I think I heard a little chime like somebody's trying to get in. What was your question?
So there's people in Africa that don't actually work. All they do is, they herd their animals, they grow their vegetables. So that is a choice. That is a choice. But that is not the way we live in the United States.
Most of us don't. Correct.
In the United States, you have to work if you want to eat. You have to work if you want to take care of your family. You have to work. Sometimes people work just so they can get to work.
Correct.
Correct. So that is a slave system. I don't understand how you don't see that.
What I disagree with, again, and I maintain what I disagree with is that it's not a slave. It's the slave.
You don't like the word slave.
No. Listen to this. Let me finish what I was going to say. The slave master relationship is not the same as employee-employer relationship. It's not the same. That's the part I disagree with. All right, we're gonna bring Max still on.
It's exactly the same. But go ahead.
I disagree with that. Yo, Max.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, why you got
what's up, man?
What's going on? Oh, you must got glasses on. All right, yeah, we can hear you. What's happening?
You
ain't shit, bro. Hold on, let me take these earbuds out. I was trying to use the earbuds, but they're not working.
Hey, is there any way you could reduce the volume of your mic just a little bit, Max? Is there any way you could do that?
All right. How about now?
How's he sound tonight?
Yeah, you good.
All right, okay.
We good now?
Yeah, we good. What's happening, man? What you want to chime in on, man? But first of all, thank you for joining us, Max. We've been talking about this. I'm glad you came on.
No problem, bro. So what we talking about? What's the topic?
Right now,
to say that. Go ahead.
The conversation, Terry's is saying that right now we're slaves because we're forced to work, and the employee-employer relationship is the same as slave master-slave relationship. I said I disagree with that because working is a choice. Working is
you ain't forced to work,
huh?
You're not forced to work.
Why do you explain? Why you say that?
I see people up here all day walk up down the street who ain't got no jobs by choice.
Right. I mean, we don't have to work. Now, Terry, what were you saying? Terry disagrees with that.
Corporations are set up just like slave days, where you have the slave master, right? And he controls everything that the slaves do in order to create profit for his company or his wealth, right? Same thing with corporations. They have a CEO who does the same thing. He makes decisions so that we can work for him,
right?
So that he can make money from the things that we
It's
do.
not the same, bro.
Exactly.
It's not the same.
What are you saying is the difference, though? What is
it's not the same? First off, you choose to go work for a corporation.
Right.
You make all your choices. Just like on the other flip side, I can also be a CEO. I don't have to work for somebody else.
Well, then that's
all this
that's
like
not what we're talking about.
This is what we're talking about. You're saying it's the same, bro. What I'm saying is you're oversimplifying it. It's not the same.
It's a choice.
It's not the same.
What I'm saying is people that work for other people. If you're not your own boss, then you're working for somebody else. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, I'm aware of that, but that doesn't make everything slavery because you work for somebody else.
Right.
You can't say just because somebody works for somebody else is slavery. It's not the same, bro.
With the word. Take away the word slavery and replace it with like
employee. I mean, but again, but okay, but put it this way, Nike. Okay, take away the word and go back to what we were saying before. It still doesn't negate the fact that it's a choice. We choose to work because we have a lifestyle that we want to maintain. You don't have
to. It's different. Nobody was choosing to be in them fields.
Exactly.
It was do that or die. It was do that or die. Right, this is I go out and I make my own life how I want to. Right. This is a completely different thing. Completely different thing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The system is set up for us to work, and make money for other people.
But you're conflating two different things. The system and how this process works is two different things.
The system is set up.
You could take slavery off the planet. You would still have to have these kind of systems in play. This is economics. Slavery didn't invent economics, bro.
Right.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
But I'm saying, but you're acting as if slavery has to be there for that to play. You can remove slavery. Somebody would still have to work for somebody.
If we're gonna produce stuff, right? In a society that's gonna work, somebody's gonna be out there producing, and somebody's gonna be calling the shots. If not, there's no movement at all. But the fact still remains that it's a choice. We choose to go to work because we want to earn something at the end of 2 weeks or a week.
Well, I don't choose to go to work because I want to. I choose to go to work because I have to.
Because you want to maintain your lifestyle.
That's what I'm saying. And because when you have to go to work, just like those people had to work for those slave masters, it's the same thing. I don't work because I want to. I work because I have to.
Okay, let me ask this. Let me ask this straight up. Why do you have to go to work?
Because I have to eat. I have to.
No, why do you have to? Why do you have to go to work for somebody else? I have to eat too. I don't work for anybody. So I'm asking you this question straight up. I eat every day, bro. I don't work for nobody but me. So I'm asking you, why do you have to work for somebody else?
Then you don't have the perspective that I have because I do work for somebody.
Bro, I done worked for people my whole life. I wasn't always independent. I know both sides of the coin. You keep trying to dance around answering a straight question, bro.
What's the question?
You said you have to work for somebody else. I'm asking you why.
No,
that's all.
Bring the mic down. Bring the mic down. Can you bring the mic down?
That was the easiest way for me to make the money that I needed to make, and I needed to because of the way the system is structured. I make a certain amount of money working for the white man, then I would be able to make working for myself doing the same.
Bro, come on with that, bro. Come on with that, bro.
All right, listen, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
I'm talking about corporations. I'm talking about corporations, people that work for corporations and CEOs and all that. They're not working because they want to work. They're not working because
we are, Nike. We don't have to. Right. We don't have to. We can grow our own food and live off the land. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, Max. We got another topic, man. Where you want to go with this one? All right, we're gonna throw these out there. You choose the direction we go in. Why? We did that one already. Okay. Following orders versus following your conscience, or who's better at lying, women or men? Where you want to go, man?
You trying to get me killed with this one?
right. Or you can go with the other one, man. We got
Hold up. Which one we on first? Which one we on first? You said
choose
following orders and what?
following orders versus following your conscience, or who's better at lying, women or men?
All right, let's go with the conscience and orders first.
I hear somebody in the back. I think you're trying to stay away from that topic, Max. Yeah.
No, we can bust them down. We go one at a time. We can bust them down, bro.
All right. So what are your thoughts on that, man? Following orders versus following conscience. First, Nike, what made us bring this topic up? What were we discussing? Do you remember, Nike, when we were talking about that?
Yeah,
Following
we was talking about people in the military killing innocent people for bullshit.
Right. And even the dude that got brainwashed and
and the guy, the guy that shot the people up in Buffalo.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was kind of
Yeah, what's the line? What's the line? I mean, how is it that some people get to that point where they just, even in the military, we think about the atrocities happening in other countries, in war zones, when you give a soldier an order to kill innocent people and they do it. I mean, where does that come from? What are your thoughts, Max?
I say straight up, bro, there is no line with that. Everything comes with a price. Like it's sort of like what we just talked about the previous conversation. Once you join that organization, you got to follow the rules to the T. That's what they train you for. They train you to follow them to the T, not to do what you want to do. So it's like you can't get in there and pick and choose with that. So it's kind of like if you want to be able to follow your conscience at all times, you got to do for you at all times.
I mean, but even with the military, though, this is one of the things I mentioned we were talking about. Even with the military, though, Max, soldiers are still told they don't have to follow an unjust order. They don't. If
I mean, unjust,
but you gotta do that.
Yeah, unjust order. I mean, I think anybody should have common sense to say an unjust order I shouldn't follow. Period.
Right. I mean, but see, I don't know. Okay, police officers, go ahead. Now,
takes for instance. All right, you remember when Bush and Cheney sent them cats in there talking about they had weapons of mass destruction and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then they sent troops in there and they killed up a bunch of people, women, children, all that shit.
But that was collateral night. Nobody. I mean, they were fighting the military.
Collateral, but. So you're saying collateral damage is cool?
No. I'm talking about more so when you're talking about the military, I think that's a little different because you join the military knowing that there's a possibility you might be sent to war to die. Military.
So that's that thing. Do you follow orders? Do you go kill up a bunch of kids and women?
See, but no, not kids. No, not kids and women and that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. I think that's. No, but that's what
the A states. You gotta keep it a rack state. That's how they train. You gotta think about it. If you dropping a bomb out of a plane, you don't know who on the land. You don't know who you hit.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but
do you know how many? Do you know?
But the goal is
30 soldiers a day that kill themselves when they come home from war.
But listen to this though, y'all.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
When they do that though, in theory, when they dropping bombs, what do they normally say? They're supposed to be dropping bombs on military infrastructure. But I'm right, correct. They're not supposed to be bombing residential places. That's not a part of war. That's why they call that war crimes. But what I'm saying is that they're not supposed to. That's why they call war crime. And Max, they talking about dropping bombs. They're not dropping bombs on high schools. Not intentionally.
Here's a better example for you. We could talk about what's going on right now.
Okay.
With Putin, right?
Right. War crime.
Putin,
that's different.
He's not going out of his office or going out of his place and okay, I'm gonna fight with you. He's sending people, they listening to him, they going over there killing innocent people, innocent women, innocent kids, bombing hospitals, bombing schools. So why are they following him? Because he's the leader. But the thing is, why are you so brainwashed that you're going to go kill these people for this man and for no reason?
Well, but I think when you join, Max, you got something you want to say to that, man? And then I got something. You got something you want to?
I would just say a lot of times when these people do this kind of stuff, it's not as simple as brainwash people think. Like take Trump for example. A lot of people think Trump fooled a lot of people. I don't look at it that way.
What you
I
mean?
think what it is how he got in office because a lot of people are more like him than we realize.
No, I agree with that.
And I think that's how a lot of these people end up in these situations because they already feel that way. They get somebody who got that charisma to say it out loud, and that's how they follow him. I don't think it's always somebody they just said something that made them believe it.
Now I agree with that as it relates to Trump.
My point is that leaders don't have like brain power over people and just say, okay, go kill them, go kill these people. And like if it was me, I'd be like, I'm not going to kill nobody.
See, but if you're gonna say that though, you can't join the military.
Why don't you come and kill him?
But I agree. I'll go back to something Max said earlier though. In a case like that though, if that's the case, you wouldn't join that organization. When you join the organization like that, they pay you, they house you, they feed you, and they have you on standby. So if the leader, the leaders of that organization says, okay, there's a reason we need to go because they bomb another military, you have to agree to go. So if that's the case, if you're going to say no, I'm not going, then you can't join that organization. So, but again, military to military is different versus what you said Putin is doing, bombing schools and bombing hospitals.
I'm not so weak-minded that I'm going to go and do something that if you told me to go do something that you wouldn't do. You get what I'm saying?
That's why you're not in the military now. That's the whole point.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
That's why we're not in the military now.
That's exactly right.
That's the whole point.
Exactly
right. I agree with that.
That's part of the question.
Well, that's why they get them young. That's why they get them young.
And that's part of the question.
Of course, get you young and not focus yet.
Correct. Right. Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, hey Max, man, thanks for joining us, man. I know it's the first time. We appreciate you tuning in and getting on, man. We appreciate your input,
man. We enjoyed it.
Oh, this was fun, bro.
This is fun. Every week, Max. Every week we argue every week, man.
Every Sunday.
I see.
Max,
hey, it's all good. I'm gonna start tuning in. And I can catch y'all. I'm gonna start allocating time. You know what I mean?
All right, nice. We appreciate it, Max.
All right, man.
Be safe, babe. All right. That's my man, Max. Still, thank you for joining us in our digital neighborhood. All right, Nike.
All right.
We got 3 minutes, man. You want to hit this last topic or you
Yeah, we can hit it real quick.
See, I wish we'd have had somebody to join us. All right, we got who's better at lying? Women or men? Which
so this is the post that got me kicked off of Facebook.
Oh, that's yeah. What happened, Nike? What happened with that?
So I had made a little innocuous comment about who's better at lying, and it had said I had said that women are better at lying because they're more intellectual, and that men weren't as good as lying because of our strength and our ego. You get what I'm saying?
Is that what you said? Is that what you said? Those were your words.
Wait, let me look up the exact words.
You probably not gonna be able to get it out. They deleted it. They probably deleted it. They probably got rid of it. I mean, now, yeah, that's not a strong statement at all. Unless what they're trying to. I mean, no. I mean, as far as enough to get you kicked off.
That's what I'm saying. I think it could be due to other issues, but I'm not
exactly
even there because they did the same thing to us like that in December, if you remember. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
so I think it's part maybe of some of our content people ain't really
right.
Some of our content they don't really agree with.
So you think? So your response is you think women are better liars because of their intellect?
I do. Women are way smarter than men. Because they work on a different. Well, I don't. Maybe I can't say it that way. But women are more. What's the word?
Creative. They're more creative.
They run more on emotion and feeling. Remember we talked about that before.
Right. Yeah. But what does that have to do with lying though?
Well, they have
lying gene.
More nuance than we have.
Okay.
We'll be like, no, I was at the bar with Stacy, and
Now,
we don't think it all through.
I agree with that. Oh, okay,
whereas
like,
women,
like conniving, more conniving night.
No, I'm not
Sneaky,
saying conniving because that's an ugly word.
But
I'm saying that they have
I like
they
nuance
have
though.
more they have
Nuance.
more thought processes and
Mhm,
and
mhm,
and they have go through more cycles than we do. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. We're a little more direct,
Right.
which can get
It's
us
just
in
like when we
trouble.
telling a story, right?
Right. We're
Like
more
when we
direct.
tell a
Right.
story, like, yeah, man, I went to the bar, I was shooting pool,
It's just the
broke out
facts.
in the
Right.
fight, I whipped that
Right.
nigga ass, and then you know what I mean, we was
Right.
chilling.
Right. Right. Right.
A
Right. Right. Right.
woman
Right.
gonna say, you know what?
Right.
We went
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
bar,
And with
and
that
then
being
and
said, Knight,
such,
and,
she had on a green jacket, and like they
and you
gonna
know
give
what's
you
funny?
all the details,
You know what's funny,
everything. You know
Knight?
what I'm saying?
And with that being said, even with that, I agree with you. And even with that, it gives them more room to add and subtract because the story it
It's so
continues.
right, right.
It's
It's
so
so
long and
intricate,
so intricate, right, and so
right.
detailed that it gives them rooms. And like you said, they're thinking a couple steps above, so they're like, "All right, I'm not gonna
Right,
say
and we
that."
looking like, oh, okay.
Right.
Or we like, man, trying to
This
tune that shit out. You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? we,
Yo,
we like, damn, this
yeah, yeah.
you
I
killing
agree
me.
with that.
You know what
We're
I'm saying?
we're we're straight into the point, and we
Right,
don't give it that color.
right.
I
And
don't
see,
think we give it
because
that
we're
color.
and because we feel like we're I think men feel like they're um uh physically superior to women, right? As
Uh-oh.
far as
Right,
strength and whatever,
right.
so we have a certain type of ego. You know what I mean?
So you think that
So
we don't feel
we
like we
think
have
we
to lie?
don't, huh?
No, we think that we don't have to lie?
No,
No,
not that
I
we
don't
don't
think like
think
that.
we have to lie, but I don't like we don't go through the same cycles. We don't think it all the way through. We'll
Right,
just say some dumb shit, thinking like,
right.
well, she gonna, yeah, she be all right. You know
No,
what I
I don't
mean?
think we do that. Man.
Whereas
I think Knight,
we
I think we try. I think we try.
we
I
try,
just don't. Yeah, I think we try. I just don't think we're just not as good at it. I just don't think we're as good at it. And I ride with the thing that you said earlier. We just don't think things through like that. We're not as detailed. And
right,
so we might say a few things. We might say a few things and then later think I shouldn't have said that,
right,
or
or
I should
we
have added
we
that
talk
on.
about some dumb shit because we like, damn, what did I? You know what I mean? Like
Right, 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 right,
women, they had that thing like, okay, I was there at this time. I did this. I did this. Such and such was there. I did this.
right,
Did
right.
this. Did this.
Caller,
Did this.
caller,
Right,
caller. I
right,
was there.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It looks like I didn't see anyone actually on the group chat that disagreed with us. It looks like everybody pretty much said the same thing. Women and men said that
Right,
they think that women are better, at bending the truth
right,
than men are.
right.
So
It's
yeah,
just
I
because
agree.
they have a different thought pattern than we do. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right, right,
Our
right.
our shit is like we're based
A
on
little more
mostly
direct.
logic. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
Everything is straightforward. You know what I mean? Where women, they can think in almost like in 3D. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They can hit
right,
it from every angle.
right,
You
right.
get what I'm saying?
They confuse us.
Yeah.
So then it's like, all right, I agree with you. All right, man. Ready to close
Yo,
this
on
thing
my,
down?
my last thing though,
Okay,
before we get ghosts,
okay.
these two books, man. If you're interested in starting to, know your real history
Mm,
and know what's going on without this book about the Emerald Tablets from a
mm,
guy named Billy Carson. Yo, Billy Carson, man, he's one of the smartest people that I've ever.
mm, mhm, mhm.
Yo, man, this boy's
Are they
he's a
going to be a
brother.
part of the?
He's a
Are they going to
he's a
be a part
brother
of
too.
Are they going to be a part of the book club?
Yeah, I might have to make this a part of the book club.
Okay,
I might make this the next book because yo,
okay.
man, that shit blew my mind.
Really? He's a brother?
He's a brother. Look
All
him
right,
up, Billy Carson.
Billy Carson. I
He,
put it in the chat,
yeah.
man. Put it in the
All
chat.
right.
All right. So, Knight, in closing, man, what you got, man? What do you got?
Uh, we had a good conversation tonight, and I still think that we had some disagreements.
Of course, and that's fine. We're going to.
Yeah, yeah, but when I say slavery, I don't actually mean whips and chains. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking more of mental slavery. Is there's a subtle difference, you know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
So I just wanted to get that out there. But Everybody, we appreciate y'all. We got the Black Dollar Blackout. Black Dollar Blackout.
Thanks, Pat.
June
June
11th.
11th, right.
If you can, start saving up. Start putting a couple, start putting a little groceries away and everything, because we trying to shut this shit down. We trying to shut it down so then people can start, so they can negotiate with us, so we can get things to where they need to be. As long as we keep going with the status quo, nothing is ever going to change. It don't matter how much we vote, who we put in office. We have to make our own change. We have to make the change that we need. Only one that's going to make the change that we need is us.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that out there, and I want y'all to know that we got the book club coming. May 25th is the first gathering of the book club. It's going to be on L.A. Miss Styles' book. Allow Me to Retort.
So where is that going to be? Where is that going to take place? Is that going to be a Zoom?
It's going to be online. It's going to be just like this. It's going to be
Okay.
online, and then we'll review the book online, and we'll have comments from people commenting on it, and whoever wants to participate. And then we have we got Real Brothers merchandise.
On the website.
Got shirts, hats on
Mugs,
the website,
bags.
RealBrosLive.com. And we got a bunch of stuff coming up, and we really appreciate all of y'all tuning in. And lastly, love is the new black.
Love is the new black. All right, y'all. Ditto to everything TL said. We really do appreciate everybody that participates and tunes in. Notice that a lot of folk will get on after the show and make comments. We like that also. But like I said, we do like the real-time interaction. So don't be intimidated. You don't have to put your face up there. Please click on the link and join us for the next show again. But we do appreciate everyone that tunes in. Don't forget to please subscribe on YouTube. We're there. All of the old episodes are there also from day one. You can check them all out. All right. So
and the other book, The 12th Planet by Zachariah Sitchin.
All right. And don't forget, we got the book club coming up on the 25th. I think that's this week. I guess Mike will put a link out to let the people know how to join, and then get the rest of the details from there. All right. So once again, thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. Same time. Peace.
Peace. We out.